Okay, welcome back. All right, the next thing I want to kind of go over just a couple of basic features and how they work inside of Slack. Now, again, I am using the desktop version of Slack. So the web-based version will look similar, but not exactly. So if you're only using the web-based version, you'll have to kind of adapt to what I'm doing, and I'm sure you'll be able to make do. So anyway, starting up here with channels, like I said, I went ahead on Friday and created department channels. These are the main chat rooms for everybody in your department. So for instance, if you work in kinship, you should click on the kinship channel and make sure you are joining that channel. It's super important. If you don't see your channel here on the left-hand side of the screen, if you don't see your department, I would like you to go ahead and click on channels right here, the actual word channels. You have an opportunity to browse all the channels that we have created so far, and more may pop up. So you might want to check this from time to time, kind of just be in the know of certain things. For instance, if you want to be a part of administration, you would click on the administration channel and it would go ahead and connect you. It'll say down here in the bottom, joined administration. At 12:29 p.m. on Friday, I went ahead and joined administration. So that's kind of a basic rundown of how to connect to a channel. As far as typing in the channel, pretty simple. Once you have your channel on the left-hand side, and you can connect to as many channels as you'd like, but once you choose a channel on the left-hand side here, you can go ahead and click on one. I'm going to use the general one. This one is basically, I'll let you guys figure it out. Obviously, it's for general, discussion. I'm just going to go ahead down here in the bottom. Here's my text box, and I'm going to go, hello, everyone. Looking forward to Monday online. Okay. And I went ahead and posted that today. Okay. Very cool stuff. Anyway, so looking here, I'm in the general channel. As you can see at the top, it shows what channel I'm in, what chat room I'm in. And at the top here, it shows the members, how many members are actually on the general. So that message I just sent actually went to 74 people who currently at Ask have the Slack program installed. So it's kind of cool. That's why I was saying before, when you go up here in the top, click on the drop down and hit your preferences, and you'll want to make sure you take a look at notifications and make sure you're selecting how much notification do you want. For instance, if you have something that's super important to you, you'll want to select the middle option where you get messages, mentions, and any kind of thing that pop up with a keyword that's super important to you. You can add those keywords down here, such as, for instance, if I'm in the mentoring program, I would probably type in something like mentor or mentee or Mike or Crystal, who I work with, those keywords. And if anybody says anything with those 4 keywords, any of them, I'm going to get a notification immediately. It's super helpful. Okay. For instance, if I were to type the word mentor, anytime, and I save it that way, anytime that somebody types anything that has the word mentor in it, I'm going to get notified. Whether it comes from mentoring or kinship or community, it doesn't really matter. Okay. So that's kind of a little bit of like I said, you want to really make sure you set your notification preferences clearly, because otherwise, if I type something in here in the general, you may end up getting it, even if it has nothing to do with you. That's up to you. That's, I leave that entirely up to you on how you want to set up your notifications. Okay. So like I said, when I went ahead and typed something in, it went ahead and posted. It was super helpful. Everybody got a chance to see it. Okay. Another thing that you want to be aware of up here in the top where it says search. The great part about Slack is it's an ongoing chat. It doesn't end. It's continuous. It doesn't go away. So if you can actually roll back and look at the constant documentation of what everybody's writing in the general chat room, for instance, okay? So if I were to go over here, for instance, I was having let's see what I had here. I'm going to type in weekend, okay? I can actually search up here in the top right. If I type in the word weekend, and I press enter, well, it doesn't look like it's gonna, oh, there we go, searching. It's going to find every post that everybody made that has the word weekend in it. So as you can see, here's Karen's. I'm gonna go ahead and go back and do that one more time, okay? So, like I said, see Karen, for instance, wrote on Friday at 4:58, have a good weekend. Let's say it's 3 weeks from now and I needed to find that post. Maybe it was something that was super important. I would go over here, okay? And up at the search, again, I would click on search at the top and I would type in the word weekend. Maybe I don't remember who wrote it or everything that was in the post, but I remember a key word. They said something about weekend. I type in weekend and I go ahead and I hit search, and it's going to pull up everything that anybody ever wrote with the word weekend in it. And here it is, Karen's post from Friday at 4:58 p.m. Have a good weekend. This could be extremely helpful when you have 78 people in the general chat room and you need to, or the community chat room, or community foster care, or family support chat room. If you're in one of those chat rooms and there's multiple people, it can be difficult to go back and find that post when you know, tomorrow, for instance, we may very well see 300 posts in a chat room. You can lose things real fast, okay? So that's an excellent feature. You kind of want to be aware of that, okay? So those are two basic rundowns, two things that you can do within channels. Again, stay tuned. I'm going to put out another video shortly about direct messages, so stay tuned.